I got shredded in high school, but not by counting calories. In fact, it was the opposite. You see, I was following all the mainstream advice. Calories in, calories out, guys. And I was eating a ton of calories. I was eating everything in the fridge, right? My mum would literally tell me, can you stop eating, please? You need to stop eating, you're getting fat. And I was getting fat. I was eating all of these foods. I was eating 4,500 calories a day because I'm bulking, right? You see, I was pumping my body full of chemicals, full of seed oils, full of oxalates, phytic acid, everything in like the nuts that I was having. All of these terrible, terrible foods that have been manufactured by companies to make you addicted to these foods. I was consuming all of that just to make some progress in the gym. And my weight was staying the same. My weight didn't go up at all. My strength didn't go up. My weight didn't go up. But you know what did change? I got fat. I got fat. I expected to at least build some muscle, at least to start making a little bit of progress, you know, and then maybe I could cut a little bit and start seeing my abs. This is what happens when you follow the mainstream advice of calories in, calories out. This. Do you want to look like that? Look at me look at this picture. I'm pregnant, mate. Look at me. This is disgusting. This is a couple of years into my journey. So I decided to make a radical change and stop counting calories. I stopped eating starchy carbs because whenever I ate starchy carbs like porridge or pasta or something, I just feel really bloated, and I'd look at myself in the mirror and I'd look like that. And I didn't want to look like that, right? So I cut out starchy carbs to begin with, even though everyone says that you need starchy carbs. You need rice and pasta and potato. What about potatoes? You're going to die without... No, you're not. I cut out, obviously, all of the seed oils that I was eating. I've done a full, I won't remember to link it, but I've done a full video on seed oils and why they're terrible for you. I cut out all of them, and I also cut out all the added sugars and everything. Obviously, because I wasn't consuming all of the bad foods anymore. I wasn't consuming all like the, you know, the red 40 food, whatever, that's got like 100 different ingredients. But hey, there's calories in Doritos, right? There's calories in like M&Ms and everything. Calories in, calories out, guys. You get calories from wood. You get calories from warm water. Calories don't exist. We don't work like that. We work chemically, not thermodynamically. And so I switched to animal-based, a proper human diet. I just started thinking logically. What were we eating like 100,000 years ago when we were actually humans? Well, we were hunter-gatherers. So we would get a little bit of fruit, even though the fruit is vastly different from now. Like bananas didn't look like this, kiwis didn't look like that, plums didn't look like that, apples didn't look like that. They were all bitter, they weren't very sweet at all. But maybe we get some berries or something from time to time. And then we would hunt. The vast majority of our diet came from meat, and not white meat like chicken, not the chicken breast. No, we would kill something like a boar, right? We'd like run after it. We'd sprint after it. I do sprints now. I don't run. I sprint. And then you kill an animal, you know, you throw the spear, go straight through its face or something, like kill it instantly, right? And then you would feast. That's why most people don't have, or that's why you shouldn't have 100 meals a day like I was having. I was eating like every hour. No, you shouldn't do that. You should eat 1 meal a day. I am not at that point yet, but I want to do that in the future. Because we're supposed to get the kill for the day, do the big work task in the morning, get the kill, and then feast at the end of the day. And then you go to sleep, right? That's how humans are supposed to work. And we'd be eating red meat. And for millions of years, we were eating red meat. And suddenly, now that seed oils and carcinogenic chemicals and everything like that are killing humans, suddenly we're blaming it on the red meat that we've eaten for millions of years. Where's the logic? So I switched to this, and I thought, this might work, you know, I'm not getting like the bloating from the starchy carbs. I'm not getting all like the brain fog like that and everything from the chemicals that I was eating and everything. And I'd be getting bioavailable protein. So all of the protein that I was eating from the eggs and the meat, it was bioavailable, so I'd be able to absorb all of it compared to the starchy carbs where you cannot absorb all of it. I've done tons of videos where I talk about bioavailability on my channel, but if you want full advanced education into this topic, then that is in my Nutrition Mastery course, and also you get access to all of these courses and bonus courses, and you get full on one-on-one access to me to ask me any questions, and that is the first link in the description if you are interested. And so I switched to the animal-based diet, and voila, everything improved. Even though everyone else, literally everyone else in the world, like every single person you know will say, oh yeah, you need to consume starchy carbs, right? Well, now I am metabolically healthy. I don't need to go to the toilet for like 3-5 days if I don't want to. And I'm not constipated. I just don't need to because my body is absorbing all of the nutrients. And I remember I had some nuts the other day and suddenly my digestion was horrible. I need to go to the toilet a few times because fiber, you're not supposed to have fiber. Fiber is not an essential nutrient. It is indigestible plant cellulose, basically meaning it is sawdust. So you're eating sawdust. And in fact, companies like Kellogg's, they put sawdust inside their cereals just to increase the fiber content. You're not supposed to consume these things. They are bad for you. They damage you. So now that I'm not eating those things, I'm metabolically healthy. Also, I'm getting, as I said, the bioavailable nutrients. So every time I am eating nutrient-dense foods like meat, I'm getting all of the nutrients I need. So rather than like in plants and nuts and seeds and whatever, they've got defense chemicals and they've got anti-nutrients basically blocking the absorption. So you're trying to get like vitamin A or whatever, you know, and it's getting blocked by these like phytic acids and oxalates and all of that. You are also getting complete protein. So it's kind of bioavailability. It's in a sense, it's pretty much the same. So you're getting the full amino acid profile from the proteins. So instead of getting like 2 grams of protein when it says 20 on the protein shake bottle, you're actually getting all 20 grams of protein, right? So you can absorb all of it. Also, I don't have brain fog anymore. Like, it just doesn't really, it's not really a thing anymore because the carbs aren't like affecting me that bad. I do notice when I have carbs from fruit, by the way, I am a little bit like dumber. But compared to starchy carbs are like 10 times worse than fruits. So that's what I've noticed anyway. And then, of course, I have like unlimited energy. Like, I don't need to eat in the morning if I don't want to. Sometimes I don't eat until the end of the day. Like, I can skip lunch entirely and I'm completely fine. I don't need to eat at all. And I'm just like, you know, ready to go. I can do a gym session with no food in me for the past 8 hours. Right? Like, it's insane because this is how we're supposed to live. And of course, now that I have switched to this diet, I don't know what calories I eat. I don't know how many calories I eat in a day, but I guarantee you it is a lot less than what I was eating before. When I was eating the 4,500 calories before, I am not eating that anymore, I can assure you. And you know what's interesting? The progress has skyrocketed. Not only am I getting leaner, so first of all, I can actually see my abs define now, my delts are coming out, I can see my bicep vein like all the time. Not only that, but my strength is going up as well. Think about it before, I was getting fatter, my strength wasn't going up, but now I'm eating less calories, even though calories in, calories out, I'm getting leaner and my strength is going up. So please, for the love of God, eat more animal products and less of everything else. The more meat you can eat, the more fatty meat that you can eat, fat does not make you fat, the more fatty meat you can eat, the better. Eat eggs because they're high in cholesterol. Cholesterol is good for you. The oxidization of the cholesterol is bad for you, and that is caused by unsaturated fats, omega-6 fatty acids, seed oils. Those are the problem, not the meat that we have been eating for millions of years. Stop believing all of these people online, please. And in fact, in your life, like your fat doctor comes over to you and says you need to lower the amount of eggs you're eating. You ate a McDonald's this morning. Like, why are you giving me nutrition advice? As always, be your own experiment. Try this, and if it doesn't work, then don't listen to me. But I guarantee you it will. And have you tried it? Have you tried it? If you haven't, then you can't say anything. You can't say, well, actually, this one guy's... No. If you haven't tried it, you can't say that it's true or false. Try it and then come back to me. Because I can guarantee you the difference you will see in not only the way you feel, but the way you look, the way you carry yourself. Everything is ridiculously high in comparison to before, where you're eating all of your mom's food and she's getting angry at you and you're getting fat and you're not seeing the progress you want. That is not the best way to live. This is how you should be eating. Increase the amount of animal food you are eating, decrease everything else. That is your basis. And then, if you want to make even faster progress, like you're literally already ahead of everyone else if you're eating the same way I am, If you want even faster progress, then that first link in the description will take you over to my school community where you can network with these guys who actually understand what we're talking about here, rather than like all the modern day, you know, calories in, calories out. How many times can I say calories in, calories out in a single video? None of that fluff is in here. None of the 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, guys. None of that are in these courses. These courses are advanced education to get you to your goals. This is years and years and years of pure knowledge that I've condensed into these courses. This nutrition mastery course, oh my days. If this little lad right here could have had that, it would have changed his trajectory of life, like whoosh, straight up. And of course, you get one-on-one access to me. So if you're confused about this stuff, or your mum won't allow you to do animal-based or anything like that, then you can message me personally, and I can literally talk to your mom if you want to. I could talk to your parents and tell them why this is so important. I want you to succeed. Put it this way, when you succeed in this program, you can give me a testimonial so I can show other people that it works, and that makes me more money. So if you reach your goals, I get more money. I want more money, you want to reach your goals. We go hand in hand. We both make progress. So click the first link in the description. I will see you over there. Good night.